Welcome, jesters. Oh boy, these past few days has really shown us a lot about Americans, how racist Americans can be, how racist Democrat Americans can be. Yes, and I'm talking about the situation with the Somalis in Minnesota. Now, the president made some interesting and very choice and very specific words the other day, and of course the Democrats freak out, accusing everybody of racism. Well, no, our friends on the left, I hate to break it to you, but the fact that most Somalis are not compatible with American culture is not due to their race. It's not due to their skin color or anything like that. That is just a byproduct of where they happen to live. What is incompatible with American culture and values is the Somali culture that is prevalent today. The culture of warlords and pirates and whatever else goes on over there. That's what's not compatible. The culture that persists in that part of the world. And all the, let's just say, negative aspects of it is simply not compatible with the values here in the United States. They've created a giant grift, which, to be honest, is compatible with Democrat culture, but no, welfare fraud is not an American value. So we should not be importing these people, and we should not be allowing them to stay because their culture is not compatible with America, right? Of course, the reason that Democrats are crying racism on this is because, well, they're the racists. They're the ones that see, well, the leftist mind specifically is the one that looks at a person and immediately judges them by what's literally in front of their face. The first thing they notice about something, which is generally their skin color, well, to the leftist mind, to the incredibly simple leftist mind, that determines everything because they can't see past that. I've said a number of times that the leftist mind is simply not capable of the nuance to grasp any even mildly complex situation. So the fact that they immediately judge someone based on the most superficial characteristic is completely understandable. Now, I'm not saying they have any animus toward any specific race. It's just that because they can see the race, and now that occupies, one slot in their mind, they really can't consider very much else. Which is why, yes, they're the ones that want to break everyone up and put everyone neatly in a little racial box because that's how they view everybody. They don't view, the leftist mind does not view people as individuals. It views them based on, almost always, the most superficial aspect of their person, and that is their race or skin color. We don't see race as a problem. We don't want to deal with the Somali problem because they're black or brown or anything like that. We understand that that's merely a result of where they happen to live. That's it. It's not their race. It's their culture that's not compatible with America. There are plenty of cultures that are not compatible with America that aren't brown skin. The Vikings probably wouldn't be very compatible with American culture, and they're as white as you can be. Heck, I would even say that a lot of people from what they would think is President Trump's good countries, Norway, Sweden, Denmark, would not be compatible with American culture because, well, the Nordic model itself, and I know it's not socialism, but the Nordic model, not really compatible with American culture. To be honest, I probably wouldn't want a lot of Germans moving over here because they really would want to bring their brand of National Socialism over here. So no, they are not compatible with America either. And as for this whole aspect of judging the whole race by the actions of a few, it's a little bit more prevalent than a few, and we know that. And yes, while it's perfectly fine to have the family here and there that might respect their own home culture back at home while they raise the kids as Americans, this sort of balkanization, these little enclaves that we have, that is not compatible with American culture either. And I think we do need to be honest about addressing that. We'll take the ones that actually can contribute to America, but generally the ones that exhibit, that hold on to, that participate in a culture not compatible with us, no. Regardless of what they look like, we cannot allow them in their country. So our friends on the left, don't judge people by how they looked. Stop being racist, right? It's the culture that's not compatible, not the color of the skin. And I'm right.